Alright, there you go. Guys are mining. Time for a little drink for luck. Alright, and I guess now this is a perfect time for me to also say hello and welcome to the Rimworld Power Hour. Now you might be seeing something pretty different compared to the words that are coming out of my mouth down there, as well as also the words that are coming out of my mouth right now. The difference is I'm stupid. No going around it. While playing this and also streaming it live on Twitch, I had forgotten that I accidentally tried and forgot to actually activate audio on my mic. So I had no idea about it, and I went through the whole thing with a muted mic. And the reason why for that was just simply because I was setting everything up, I was taking care of everything, and I was going down a smaller route for the streaming stuff. I just had the laptop that I was working on. I didn't have my secondary monitor up because I was just showcasing the game with someone else, and we were just overall having ourselves a great time and just enjoying the game, which is Rimworld. So as we continued on here, we're just going through, and I decided that I was going to re-record the audio while doing this. Consider it a power hour of commentary. But I think it's actually very doable. And as you can see, like, I'm going to try and go through and just chat about the rest of the stuff too, and just overall have myself a great time. As you saw, there was Croco over there, and then we also have my caravans that are coming back. So we're trying to take care of them, and just looking at this stuff, looking at a wide open world here, this whole giant area, it's just beautiful. I love this game so much. Interesting thing though was, like, before this I was playing another game that was, you know, roughly around the same type of similarities of like the survival, getting people going. It was called Oxygen Not Included. And when I saw people playing that game, I absolutely loved it. But when I started playing it, it just wasn't that functionally proper. And I do apologize talking about that kind of stuff, but I had no idea about that game, and I purchased Oxygen Not Included, and I played that game, and I just started getting frustrated until finally I saw someone else playing this game on Twitch, and I wanted to go ahead and get it for myself when I had a little bit of extra cash. And as soon as I did that, I fell in love with this game. So I absolutely love this game. Continuing on here, once again, this is a wonderful Randy random playthrough for me, just going through, and I decided that I wanted to go into a summer biome there. And what I'm trying to do throughout this is I'm trying to save as many people as possible, and I'm going to try and keep doing that as best as I can while getting everyone going. And I place myself also in this Hanny shrubland area. As you can see, my little blue house, that's me. So that way then I'm around a couple other villages that are near me who are actually very helpful. So that way then I can start trade and be able to start embarking upon the journeys there. I got my cocoa plants over there too, and I got a bunch of other areas going. Hopefully with the cocoa plants I could start making overabundance of chocolate because it's perma-summer here. And when I do that, I will get a plethora of chocolate, which I can then start using for trade to the other caravan areas. I've got other areas set up. I'm trying to get the medical facility over there taken care of. I have bionic spine over there too. Yeah, that was for one of my other journeys, or for one of my other areas that I was doing. It was another one of the quest lines, and man, let me tell you, when I was I just finished up another power hour before wanting to do the commentary on this, and just the way that a lot of the tribes around here, they are absolutely giving. They just want things just like clubs or tribal wear or knives and other stuff like that too, and they are giving me some amazing gear. I don't know why, but it's just happening, so thank you, I guess. But I've been just using up everything and taking care of everything. I'm trying to set everything up, and while I'm doing all this stuff too, I'm trying to do other things, much like this prison area, which I've made entirely out of granite. So it's going to be a giant granite built fortress, and as you can see, the flooring down there, that's marble. So I have a ton of marble. So I'm going to be trying my best to go ahead and take care of everything, making things marble, and just using up all the marble that I have that I'm just cutting up there that you can see in the top left. I had also gone ahead and built up the wooden walls up there, and now I'm trying to deconstruct them because now I'm trying to take the whole medical wing above the prisoner area and turn that also into granite. Getting everything sorted up, getting things taken care of. I love it. And this whole prisoner area that I've already set up to, I absolutely love it. Tables, chairs, beds already made. I'm trying to make a few plain leather chairs for them to relax in, and I just commence the recruiting there. That's all I'm trying to do. But as you can see over here, we got other areas just set up. This whole deserty area, I had the idea and I have the plan that I'm going to turn that all into my area for wind production or power production, so solar panels, wind panels, that kind of stuff. Just getting things going, and then after that I got to try and enclose the areas. And I've got also already a couple plans that I've already started to think about in my head for when I have that done, because if somehow I get bandits up there that want to come and see us and try and come after us, I want to try and set up either pitfalls or open doors that have other doors closed, and have them try and be entrapped in those rooms, and then just have all my other colonists come into those rooms from different sides and just melee him down and beat him up until he then becomes unconscious, and then I'll just try and recruit him that way. Because what I'm trying to really do here is just replenish the ranks, basically. If you ever seen the Chronicles of Riddick, I am a necromonger. That is what I'm doing. I'm trying to recruit everyone, and if I can't recruit them, well, I kill them. Trying to get everyone going. We got sufficient stuff here. Honestly, I can't even read that right now. It's such a shame. I'll also check in all this other recording stuff. Hopefully if you guys can see it, if not, just go ahead and pause it out and just see for it yourself. But yeah, it is super interesting just to see who's actually a prisoner right here, which I believe his name is Croco, if I'm correct. Also, I'm just trying to take care of all this vomit over here. Charles is going to take care of that. Thank you, Charles. Oh yeah, I still also don't have my watermill back up because it got Randy randomized. One quick spark and then the whole thing went ablaze, so I had to deconstruct it. But yeah, I think that was Croco over there. Oh, what do we have over here? Muffins has arrived at Extos. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they're back from their expedition. They're bringing back all their stuff. That's always good. That's great. So yeah, they're coming up. They're probably pretty hungry, so hopefully they can get some food going. Hopefully we can get other things moving. And just checking out the whole world there. And I've seen a few bloody areas. I'm also seeing a bunch of wood. I'm trying to lock it and not allow it until I get enough wood to actually build up that watermill again. I do love the watermill idea. It's such an interesting concept. So that's the reason why, again, I chose like this sandy area that had a river. Luckily though, or not luckily, but sadly though, the river is kind of shallow, so it's not a full raging river that can allow me to get some stuff or get more power. So I'm kind of limited on that, but shallow river will still be able to give me more power once I set that up. It's interesting actually to go back and checking the commentary for this and checking it out, because you look at all the things that you haven't completed yet, but you've looked at the stuff that you've done in the other one, and you see a vast difference. And then this one right here, there's enough wood now, courtesy for me to actually take care of this watermill, so I'm definitely taking care of it right now. I really do want to take care of it and just sort of get it set up, because I had just enough wood, and the one thing that's always scarce right now in this summer deserty biome is actually wood. So that's the reason why I made that Drago plant. But the more I progress, the more I'll see that actually wood will be no longer that much of a factor. But next up will be power. So just sort of setting up power, getting power ready, and that kind of stuff. With this here, just sort of, getting everything sorted up, getting it all taken care of here, and just sort of getting all the power going. And that little area I am super proud of. That's the nutrient paste dispenser area, and all enclosed in the hopper areas will only be like vegetable matter, such as like berries, potatoes, rice, that kind of stuff. And then right below it are 2 shelves that will always carry processed meat from kills. So that's what I got. Ooh, major break risk. Yeah, Rothschild, he's getting it a pretty rough there, you know, because his needs need to be met, so he needs to go ahead and eat some food or something. Or I think, is that a she? I believe it's a she. Well, they need to eat some food, so hopefully they can eat some food, take care of it. The psychic shock lance over there, that's going to be very beneficial to me later on in the next one. It's super helpful. But yes, we got things going. We also have that telescope, and I'm glad that I bought that because it'll be a good recreational item. Once again, though, I'm trying to just finagle my way in having a proper area for it. But the more I see this, the more I realize, like, yeah, I'm probably going to be moving some more things around, and things are going to be changing. So all the stuff that you see here, it definitely changes vastly in the next one. So I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, just get things set up. I always love doing a roof ridge like that, a little extra cutoff area like that. And then of course I love putting little flooring right underneath it too, so it's protected by the rain. You got a nice little walkway path there. I don't know why, but there's just something about that that just feels so soothing when I do it. There you go. Yep, more things are being taken care of. I honestly don't know what I'm doing here, but I'm trying to sort things out, I guess. Get more storage, get more things taken care of. Yep. Oh yeah, now I'm definitely trying to remove certain clothing types because we're in a summer biome completely. It's a desert. A lot of these people, when they were being recruited, they got parkas. That's a little too toasty for you. You know, it is. They need light, airy clothes. Hell, I would love it if I could recruit a nudist. A nudist would love this place. Although we'd have to worry about skin cancer. Yeah, it'd probably be pretty troublesome. But yes, everything else being taken care of, all the other things are being moved around. Got my little mini storage area, trying to get things going. Double check on people's stuff. Ooh, someone's naked? Is that what it says? Someone has no pants on? Oh yeah, she has no pants on or something. There you go. So yeah, trying to get her sorted out. There you go. She can wear pants. She's just topless, but she's not bottomless. Although, leather parka? Or would I be trying for something else? Either way, I'm just trying to make sure they're not unhappily nude. I would rather have people that are happily nude. And if there is a happy nudist, maybe they could also help out with recruiting more soldiers, because there's nothing to make another person smile than a naked woman saying, "Join our cause." So yeah, getting things set up as well. Damn, that's a lot of already processed stone. Yep, all that was just set aside for me later on in the future videos. All that's going to be put to good use. A lot of that's marble and a lot of that's granite. Yeah, and in the next one, things go pretty darn well for me with more troops. Alright, yep, I'm also trying to set up my other people that are considered my warrior class, namely Barrera. Barrera's got it rough. I mean, they're missing a leg already, courtesy of someone literally punching it off. So I'm trying to get them set up to where they have at least proper protection, a flak vest, some flak pants, because they're a meleeer. So with a person that's a meleeer, I want them to at least have good production or good protection, so I just want to make sure that they're okay. So we're all good on that. More things getting taken care of, so hopefully we could set it all about. But yeah, I love the production I have over in that bedroom right on the left side. That's my area for beer making. Just got one fermenting barrel. I don't really have that many other things for beer making. I focus mainly on chocolate because all year round summertime cocoa plants are always going to be able to be grown, so I wanted to make sure that was my top priority compared to getting hops ready, because hops are a process. I mean, you gotta do the hops, then you gotta take the hops, take them over there. You gotta make sure that you ferment them, or not ferment them, but turn them into wort. Then after they're the wort, you gotta make sure that they are in the barrels to start fermenting. The fermentation process takes a long time. I would be kind of interested to know which is faster when it comes to production of that kind of items. Like if there was a time frame thing for how long it would take to plant and grow cocoa from the seedling to picking out the chocolate compared to beer making. Oh, it looks like we got someone joining our community now. So it's Croco. Croco is now a part of us. That's a great thing. I think Croco was also a big troublemaker. They tried breaking out of prison quite a few times, courtesy of me stupidly leaving a piece of steel in front of the door. They also incited a riot for another one of the people. I think it was Mari. Mari went ahead and they tried to get together and they tried to fight. When Croco was trying to escape, I just saw him trying to escape, and luckily Barrero just went up behind him, picked him up like he was a toddler, and just escorted him back into that room. So it was pretty funny. And word to the wise is make sure you never leave any steel in front of a door so they can escape. Good thing they were in restraints, if not they would have bolted. But yes, now is the process or the time for me to actually start taking my medical wing here and turning into something a bit better. Yeah, and I made sure to have the medical wing a pretty expansive, because I have a few ideas that I want to do for it, but it's just going to go ahead and require some processing. So here's hoping. Yeah. With this too, there's always like the abundant need for AC units now, just so that way then things are pretty cool. I loved also the summer biome because I just loved how the fact that it wouldn't have to worry about any other weather times. And I'm just checking out the other outpost areas. What's that one? Oh yeah, that one has 2 enemies. So I'm starting to think up the process or the plan for going ahead and going in there and taking care of them. I got 1 psychic shock lance. So I'm planning on actually getting a 2nd shock lance and just, going in there and just going zzz, zzz, and good to go. Because, people always, they want to play this gambling game when it comes to a lot of their characters in Rimworld, because they have a plethora of terrible problems. But for me, I'm just like, yeah, I'll take everyone, because if I have enough people taking care of everything, then I don't have to worry. Like, so many people even are frowning upon not having enough soldiers, or they don't want to have people who are non-violent, who can't fight or can't use guns or can't use any melee weapons. But I'm just thinking to myself, like, hey, if those non-violent individuals, if they could do one other task, if they could cook, if they can craft stone, if they can mine, hell, if they could just pick up a broom and start cleaning up all this stuff, they would be an invaluable asset. I always look at all the traits and stuff, and it's like so many people see like, this is a terrible trait, that's a terrible trait. But you know what? Even though that person right there that I was looking at, even though they couldn't fight, they can always take care of the more important things, which is making sure that everyone else was taken care of. And I believe Croco was a non-violent individual. And what I want to do is, they're also a night owl, so I'm just setting up their schedule, because they'll sleep in the day and then they work at night. I actually love having that too, because on the other playthrough that I was doing just by myself, I actually had it to where a couple people were night owls like him, who I guess they get a positive bonus for working at night, which I love. But then also too, I started looking at the beneficial process of it, because then you have half of the workforce working during the day, half of the workforce during at night, and it doesn't put that much of a strain on power that much, especially if they're trying to do multiple things. And other times too, if you could somehow be able to replenish power at night, not use it so much, or being able to take care of items during at night that use that also need power consumption, and they're able to go ahead and use up a large amount of power at night and be able to have that fully sustaining itself, so that way then it's not constantly drained, but able to recharge the battery cells and also be able to get all the work process done, such as, for example, cooking. Like if you were able to cook and you cooked all at night, like I did with my other one, because there was someone that was a night owl that loved to cook. They did all the cooking at night, they took care of it all at night, And then when they woke up, there was a bunch of food waiting for all the other people as soon as they woke up, so they weren't starved. They didn't have to eat nutrient paste. They were actually able to have a good meal or have packaged survival meals that they could carry on their own. That's the thing that I loved. So I try and like plan or process that stuff, and I always try and see the positive in everything. But yeah, everything's set up. I see a few other little creepy critters all around there, so start thinking about hunting them and taking care of them. We got Charles over there, keep making wooden sculptures. Despite the fact that I have so much stone, I didn't want to waste it on sculptures, because all that stone could be used for something else. Like, we could use it for the flooring. And since I had a large amount of marble in this area, I just started going ahead and doing marble flooring. Marble flooring for the prisoners, so that way then they have something that looks nice, although it's a bit dirty, so they kind of frown upon that a little bit. That's okay. Trying to clean that up as I go along, but all that stuff can be used for something else. Even if I'm not using the types of stone, such as sandstone or what was it? What's the other one? Limestone. Those could still be used for weapons to do deals for other people, like the tribes that always send out the deal trades. That's actually pretty helpful. Getting all croaky now. This is definitely a more different way of trying to do this. Oh yeah, the heavy SMG. Codename the Turtle. Oh, that was such a weird weapon there. It's the fastest shooting gun, or one of the fastest shooting guns, which is a heavy submachine gun, and it's called the Turtle. Definitely interesting. Or definitely odd, I should say. But yeah, it seems that I didn't get all the wood stocked up in the watermill just yet, courtesy of what's-his-face, Charles, because he's been taking a lot of that wood and using it for sculptures. I'm not mad at him, it's just I wish I didn't have such a limited supply on wood. But it's okay, in the future, I'll be fine. In the future, too, though, I'm going to start taking care of reusing and repurposing a lot of this wood as well. So, that'll be good there. What else we got? Yeah, I'm really just waiting on the watermill. Also, a lot of that flooring that's on the ground, I'm trying to pick it up, get rid of it, chop all the excess cactuses and the Drago trees. Being able to plant more Drago trees is always good. So, it's always great, especially when you have more people that actually know how to plant. So that way then they could do the growing and they can also go ahead and do the cutting process. It definitely helps out. It extremely helps out. Yeah, but more or less, I just need more wood right now. Then after that, just trying to cancel it out so that way then no one else could use it but Rothschild. Because Rothschild can be the one to actually take care of it and finally get the watermill going. That, even though it's a diminished power source, is still a power source. I mean, really. Like, I'm still okay with a weak watermill. I'm still okay with a weak windmill. Hell, I'd be okay with a dimly lit solar panel. Power's power. I'm happy with that. I also got my fuel sources, or my wood fuel fireplace areas. Things got set up. Oh yeah, they're just snoozing in that room. Good thing I put an AC unit in there. Always got to think ahead, and you always got to make sure that there's plenty of cool air for everyone. Especially if they're going out here in the cocoa fields trying to take care of everything. There you go. Yeah. Once again, there's like a little thin roof on this, so trying to remove it. Oh, yeah, we also got ourselves some component parts over here. So, there you go. Trying to haul them before they go bad. That way then we won't have any terrible areas. Because I would much rather make sure that they don't go bad. And I got a lot of cargo pod items just out here, so that's also a bit of a troublesome stuff. There you go. That's another steel deposit down there, just sort of taking account of all my stuff. There you go. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see what we got going on over here. There you go. Yeah, not bad over there. Everything else seems to be going rather smoothly, rather calmly. I don't think there's anyone in my prison cells yet. And still gotta wait on more wood for that. It's always a bit of a shame, but that's okay. Wood will take a slow time to grow. Trying to haul out all that stone from out of this area, so that way then things look a little bit nicer. Hopefully we can take care of that. I really should have a dumping ground for all the stone. Probably would help out immensely. Either way, ooh, more steel, nice. And of course he's already slagging out or smelting a lot of the slag already over there, or the steel. Ugh, I can't talk. Stupid tongues here, sorry. My little calf. My little bovine. That's the plan that I also had for this. I got one dromedary which can take care of securing quite a lot of the stuff, quite a lot of the load here. And then I was gonna just go ahead and just keep growing cattle, keep getting more and more cattle, because that would be a rather quick and abundant food source. Although I kind of pulled out some chocolate there and they took care of it. Hopefully they don't die from eating chocolate, as most real life animals do. Here's hoping they're more hardier in this game. But yeah, things are definitely moving. Things are actually progressing. Good thing that these people, even though they're still having sandy floors, they got AC units. You gotta make sure you take care of people and have your priorities straight, really. You do. Especially in this hot, arid environment. Although, I have no problem with heat. I actually enjoyed it. That's the reason why I wanted to move down to Texas. But yeah, still gotta wait. Don't have enough wood yet to actually do that watermill. I also need to start getting some windmills going too. And also, once again, still removing a lot of those floor areas. Alright, brain not working on this part, I guess. Oh, no, this is where I was deciding. I wanted to start getting them good water walkway areas like this. There you go. See, look. You know how nice that's going to be when you add just a bridge like that, and then on the sides you're going to have a couple wooden structures. You're going to have like a wooden bridge. How nice does that look? It looks great. That's what I was actually trying to do. While also working on all this stuff too, I also like to make things aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, and there's so much work to do here, so poor Croco is just sleeping in filth on the ground, just face down. I feel kind of bad for him, but hey, as long as he's getting sleep and it's okay. But here, yeah, this area right here that I'm expanding out right now, that magical area is going to be cooling and fridge storage. That's the plan. Get a little bit of cooling, get a little bit of fridge storage over there. Once again, I gotta move though the pins, get them out of the way, try and reassess them in other places. It's always a toss-up, or it's always so odd just moving things around like that. So trying to get things going, get things in a more ergonomical environment, that kind of stuff. But yeah, taking care of all that stuff, sorting it out. We got all our crops growing. I found the most fertile land in this whole area, and I just started planting crops in that area. Productions of potato, berries, that kind of stuff. I rarely did any rice there, which was so weird for me, because rice is actually the fastest growing stuff. But never fear, even though all that stuff was done like that, we still are not starving, so that's good. And now we can actually work on the water mill. We have now plenty of wood for it, so just gonna go ahead and take care of that, so that way then it can be taken care of and we can have ourselves another secondary power source. And hope to God Randy Random doesn't feel like burning this one down. So that way then I have to quickly deconstruct it. Yeah, I truly enjoy this game. I really do. I enjoy so much that the next power hour after this one is extravagant. It is a massive power hour. So it could be called power hours. I don't know. You just get into that sort of rhythm, and it's just like, yeah, let's make things look cool. Let's add some interesting things, you know. And I just started working at it, and it just started going. You gotta love it when a game does that to you. Like, you play it, you enjoy it, and then all of a sudden you just get so invested in it that you're just like, yeah, let's keep going. And then next thing you know, like 2-3 hours pass, and you're just like, oh wow, it's getting kind of late. I love games like that. I really do. But yeah, setting people up, getting things going. Poor Croco, I believe he's still just face down in the ground, just sleeping wherever he can. There you go. Excuse me. Alright, just setting people up, making sure they have better headgear, better storage there. Trying to protect them because last time around people got pretty badly wounded and I lost a person. But there you go. Watermill up and running. Might be in shallow water, but it is up and running. So we are good on that. Wonderful. Yeah, now we're just trying to move that pin out of the way so that way then I can start setting up that other area. So that way then I can start getting a lot of the granite and slate and just getting it going. Moving it out of the way. Silver walls. Yeah. I started toying with the idea of silver walls as well for kitchen. Because the kitchen there, I want to vastly expand it out. That little room for the research bench, and then also you see like the one cooking area and the butcher's table, that's all getting changed around. It really is. Trust me. And it's going to be for the better. But yeah, this little research area, I just needed another room quickly, so that way then we can start commencing research, so that way then we can get pemmican rolling, because pemmican was a food item that wouldn't go bad. But as we continued on, we actually got packaged survival meals, we got other things going, we actually got more crops growing too, so now we're trying to take care of everything. I'm trying to get packaged survival meals going, because the plan is I want to start getting people going on caravan expeditions on a regular basis. And if I start doing that, then things can actually work out better for us. I mean, that's the idea, and that's the plan. So that's what I was hoping to do. And with that, I was just trying to make sure that everything else was just taken care of and sorted out. So yeah, get those packaged survival meals going. Hope for the best. Yeah, when you start looking at stuff that you did in the past and seeing how messy it is, and then knowing what's going to be happening in the future, you gotta be kind of happy about that. You really do. Oh, I see the little pin is gone up there, but we'll try and get to putting that extra stone later on. And I need to expand out over here, so you see what I'm doing over there? It's time for me to start setting up new areas. So sort of setting up the boundaries and trying to figure out the ideas. So I'm gonna make like long areas over here, and this is where other bedrooms are gonna be, so that way then people don't have a barracks room. That's the idea, or that's the plan. And of course, like a simple walkway corridor, while also getting everything else sorted out. That's the idea, or that's the plan that I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'm trying to move things around, starting to try and think of everything. I only need a simple walkway corridor, so that's all I really need. Try and take care of that. Yeah, just a simple hallway, and then just long rectangle rooms. That's the idea. Just 3 long, so that way then you could put a bed in there and they could walk around it. I could think about putting it against the wall, but no, I'm just gonna put it around the long one. And this bigger area, I was toying with the idea of like splitting it up, but it's too many spaces in between. It's like 5 spaces, so that big area, that's going to be for my new research area or for other production. So there you go, just time to go ahead and start putting up doors. Once again, as soon as I see that, I get a little finicky, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch things around, make things a little bit more simpler. Put them all together like that, nice and even. So those 3 areas, those are going to be at least 3 bedrooms. People are just cracking off super hard, missing a rabbit. But hey, at least though they're leveling up their skill points. Look at that. Get those skill points up and running, even though you're missing. And you're supposed to have 11. So you should be quite skilled. But hey, I'm not judging. All I'm looking at is this whole area being set up and just realizing, yeah, things are getting better. I do want another one of those granite tables, another 3x3 excellent one if possible, and just stack it up right next to each other. So it would be just like this long sort of grand table, and people just sit there and relax. I would love that. Although I do need to make a proper recreation room. A nice rec room. Also, I need a better place than that one marriage spot. Wouldn't mind it if I could make a fancy wedding area whenever people got married. Although, that's time for another day. I am deconstructing that wall for the kitchen, because I'm going to get all fancy. Let's see. Crafting spots. Gotta set up more crafting stuff. I gotta get more crafting zones going, probably for more deals. But as far as everything else is going, it's going actually really well. Got Drago trees growing. There's that dark forbidden area right over there. I am thinking about cracking it open, but I'd like more people going. Because you never know who's there. If it's a whole lot of people, I wouldn't mind having like 2 more shock lances on me. If there was like 4 of those tubes over there, and then once that's done, just sort of work from there. Because if I could like, if there was like multiple people in there and I was able to shock lance them down, that would be very helpful. Oh, colonists have started to fight. Charles is servant, and I think who else it is? Simon. Both of them got angry because they wanted to start running their mouths off against each other. You get those kind of things. Either hungry or their other problems are taken care of. But the interesting thing is they go straight back to work even though their wounds are bad. Like, they got 12 hours to live and they'd rather go ahead and finish up that packaged survival meal or something. But here, they gotta go tend to themselves. So Charles will go tend to himself. There you go. And of course we also got, you know, Simon, so Simon will prioritize tending to himself. Charles going straight to the medical wing to go heal up. We're probably going to go get Barrera to go ahead and heal them, so go for it. That way then things could go normal. Poor Barrera, still missing that leg. It's taking him forever to move. Yep. Everything else being taken care of, everything else being sorted out. Finally healing himself. It would be great if I could stop all those rivalries. I wonder if there's an item, like an exotic item in this game that allows you to like either play a game or allows you to sit together with people who are your rivals and start like getting them together to be on their good graces or something. So that way then they start working together more. I would like that. It would be very helpful. Ugh. Such a bloody mess over there too. Hardly anyone does any cleaning. Yeah. That's the reason why I want to keep recruiting other people, because all I want is strictly a cleaner. Someone who can go ahead and just help out with just taking care of all the dirt, you know. I have already a plan set in motion for a cleaner So someone who will just do all the cleaning, do secondary hauling. They'll also, first thing they'll do is extinguish any fires if fires are a problem, that kind of stuff. And I just want like a couple people that'll do just that cleaning, so that way then things could go so much more smoother. It would be very helpful. There you go. More taken care of. Cotton plants also being taken care of. So much cotton and cloth made, so that's good. Hopefully I can start doing something good with it. So, yeah. But the plan is like trying to get other things set up in factions and other things moving, but I don't know. I'm still proud about that food dispenser and the way it looks. Got that one psychic shock lance. I need a second psychic shock lance so I could go after those guys. Maybe go on a little expedition for a second one. There you go. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad at all. There you go. Things are going rather smoothly. There you go. Gotta set up more slate doors, just trying to get that prepared. Because I didn't have any doors there, because maybe they weren't going to start building that until there was a proper way to escape out, in case they just sort of build themselves into a corner. Who knows? But yes, all progresses are being taken care of. Those little art pieces are starting to stack up, so we probably need to go ahead and get rid of them so that way then, or trade them off so that way then we can make more money and be able to move on forward. That is the plan. Meanwhile, Simon, even though he's badly wounded and beaten, still cooking as much meals for this entire sprawling and feeding colony, you know, or starving colony. So many people here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people. 10 people in this colony, and there's only one cook. And that cook is trying to take care of everything. We desperately need more cooks. We also need more people cleaning and constructing, because there's always stuff to build. But yeah, there you go. Setting themselves up over there. Looks good. And that whole area right there that he's building up there, that whole area, that's going to be a refrigerated unit. That's the plan. That's what I want. Now, just so that way then we speed up the process. Trying to get all that stuff deconstructed so that way then I can take all my silver and make a nice silver wall. I was hoping that there was actually like sterile wall tiles, but I couldn't find any. So I'm just making it all out of silver because sterile floor tiles was steel and silver. So the idea or the thought process behind that is silver is very much a sterile piece, so, or a sterile item, so trying to make it as sterilized but also as make it as pretty as possible, because all cooks are going to be doing is just staying in the kitchen, so trying to make it look as clean and nice as possible. Charles over here trying to clean up all the blood that he spilled with Simon, so clean it up, make things look nicer, take care of it all, that kind of stuff. We got Roughchild, I believe, up there, just still going at it, and we're going to have ourselves a nice silver wall. However, one of them's got to be removed because that's going to be a door. And right where you see that art piece, there's going to be another solid wall up there. A nice steel door as well. Trying to get some aesthetically pleasing look for this stuff, and now we're building on the roof, so now it's time for me to just cut up all that corn and that one remaining hop in there, so that way then things can be moved out of there. That's the plan, that's the process. There you go. Full place, covered up. So now just time to just cut up all that stuff in there, get rid of it. Move it on out. Things are looking good. Things are already looking very promising in there. One thing I always like to do is get things set it up for my food production, and there you go, man. Silver tile is going strong. I don't think they actually ever botched any of the silver walls as well, which is very surprising. They've been botching other walls. I don't know, maybe it's because I ran them ragged and roughshod, and they just started breaking stuff down. But either way, that area has been taken care of, and it looks nice. So here's hoping that we can continue making stuff also look nice. There you go. Finally cutting down all the product and stuff, botching a few things there. That's okay. He's badly wounded. Gotta get an AC unit in there, get things moving. And like the first time around when I thought of this idea, I was thinking about actually splitting that down the middle, but the more I kept on thinking about it, the more I wanted to change it out. So I did. I started coming up with like different ideas for it, but that whole little area where you see the deconstructed door, that area is going to be reworked around, rechanged, and then we're going to just have shelves in a small room that's going to have like a jointed ventilation system to the freezer storage area, so that way then they can get some cold in there so the food doesn't go bad and it can be frozen. But yes, we got marble tiles all going into those other rooms because we got a vast amount of marble tiles, and it's time to start making things look pretty. Time to start making things look nice. So that's the plan. That's what I'm going to be trying to work on while I do the rest of this, so that's always good. And my little outside eatery area is always nice looking, so that's always good. Cocoa plant still going strong. Cocoa chocolate's just been actually being one of my general food sources as well. And it looks like we got some people showing up, so let's see. Yeah, more traders, more people in the caravan. Well, hopefully we can actually see if there's actually something worthwhile that I can buy off of that guy. Although Simon, poor dude, missing a leg, frostbitten left leg, and also can't hear. He's our regional negotiator, so they definitely do get better deals courtesy of that, because he can barely hear, it seems. There you go. Alright, though, everyone has so many negative traits, but they're holding on very strongly. A couple infights here and there, that's fine. But we got this troop here, we got their attention, I guess. We got them going. And now Barrera's going to go ahead and try and do a little bit of trading with them and hope for the best. There you go. Alright, moving along. I already see, even throughout that other text, I see a Psychic Shock Lance. So definitely grabbing that, because I want more Psychic Shock Lances, because with that then I'll have 2 Psychic Shock Lances. Start trying to sell off all my non-good stuff. I was contemplating that Cobra as well. I would have loved to have had a Cobra, because I wanted my animal handlers to just have an army of Cobras, and then I could just release them onto people, and they could just go after people. I would have loved that. It would have been a shame when they all went and died, all the Cobras, but if that would have been really interesting, just sort of just like letting loose the Cobras. It would have been so much fun. But other than that though, we got all the other stuff. We got the Cobras and taken care of. Yeah, it's Cobras themselves, they could eat raw meat, corpses, processed food, and kibble. So yeah, Cobras can eat kibble. But enough of that though. I've got the Psychic Shock Lance there. I've got to go ahead and take care of all the other artwork. I contemplated so hard on taking care of other stuff like their ostriches too, but there's no reason to actually get ostriches here, because you know I could always just tame an ostrich when it's around, that kind of stuff. I mean, who needs to go ahead and take care of that when you can just, you know, tame it for free? But yes, dump off all the art that Charles made. That's some good money compared to what you would just get from the actual wood itself. People always love to buy artwork, so that's always good. Contemplate the neutronium. Contemplate. I actually was thinking about actually grabbing all the pemmican if I could, because then that would be a quick meal that's already made, so that way then we can go on our journey. There you go. Just probably limit the amount, and then there you go. First things first, secure the pemmican. And make sure that he ain't eating any of it, which he was trying. There you go. Pemmican secured. It's with that though, pemmican itself is just, you know, a simple meat and plant matter item that's just mashed together. Stays for a very long time. A very, very good source when you're trying to travel. It's also, I think, actually a very, very cheap item to make as well. So, yeah. Also, too, it doesn't take as much resources comparatively to making kibble. So, if I wanted to, next time around when I have animals, I could just make pemmican and I could just feed pemmican to my animals instead of kibble. Kibble requires like one thing of meat and one thing of plant matter, and pemmican I think required like 0.25 of each. So yeah, but now that I got my second psychic shock lance, I can start sending out or going after this outpost. That's the important thing that I want to do. So yeah, that is the plan. So I definitely am contemplating that. I got a lot of pemmican ready, so now I'm just sort of getting ready to set out on my journey. So yeah, here's hoping everything can work out smoothly. Funny thing was too, well, also when I was trying to do all this and I messed up on my audio because I had no idea my mic was muted. The funny thing was too, while I was streaming this, there was some guy, goes by the name of like Jordan101. He was screaming at me the whole time in chat, but since I didn't have a secondary thing to actually check out chat, it was just going upon deaf ears, you know. The blind leading the blind of sorts, you know. He probably was going ape shit when he was doing this too, so it was funny, but I feel kind of bad about that too because it was just purely an accident. It was purely an accident. But yeah, I'm trying to get this done, trying to get it processed, that way then I can start uploading it all. And now I'm just contemplating on my journey. Always take a ton of chocolate with me because that's our food source at this point in time. It never goes bad, it seems. So it's better than packaged survival meals. So yeah, we got that going. We got other stuff going. I definitely have to set up an area to place all the chocolate and beer that I have too. Probably have to make another side area for shelving. But yeah. Set everything up, set everything going, get some herbal medicines, take that with us, so that way then we can go ahead and tend to the wounded that we're going to be getting. Grab the psychic shock lances because they are definitely the pinnacle of all this stuff. And then of course we just gotta start gathering up all the other necessary items, although those are like the important ones. So yeah, that works out for us. Just see about a few other things. There you go. Bring some more food just to be on the safe side. Yes, I know it could go bad, just brought away, but set everything up, get everything going in the expedition. 2.2 days, accept it. Now they'll just gather up all the pemmican, they'll gather up all the other food items, they'll load it into the dromedary, and we will go on a magical journey. There you go. I have to also train the calf. And also to start seeing about hunting more animals around here so that way then things could be better. There you go. Hunt them, make sure to get rid of them. Always go after like the tough animals or the carnivorous animals, so that way then things could be run a bit smoother. Make things look a little bit nicer, normal, more civilized. So yeah, we got that going. Everything else is moving along. Everything's sorted out. I love the fact that I got this hopper system set up and have everything looking in there nicely. Now I just need to make sure to start keeping it clean. Too much dirt and garbage in there and possibly blood from animals, just causing a mess. So trying to get Charles over there to clean it, because he's also our sort of regional cleaner that sort of helps out, but hopefully I could get new people to actually do the cleaning for me. You know, make things look really, really nice. But yeah, set everyone up, get things going. Got all the stuff loaded up in the dromedary, and they're gonna go on their magical journey. Now we're already starting up the building process, actually, for all those marble walkways. So hopefully when we start using those walkways, it'll be a much nicer environment. They already started deconstructing all the limestone that was in the cemetery area. Yep, and they're now on their journey. Plenty of food, off in the wild blue yonder they'll go, and they'll get to that outpost where new friends are waiting for us. Oh yeah. Oh, research had completed. Nice. Alright, what else did I choose? I always get so wishy-washy when it comes to this. I keep on thinking smithing, and then something else always catches my eye. Kind of like that. I don't even think I started the research on that process. Looking at the past you, just seeing all that stuff, it's like, yeah, you didn't do it, buddy. You didn't do it. But that's okay. Excuse me. Everything's looking good. Everything looks sorted and set up. Yeah. I was also contemplating the idea of hoppers, if somehow I'd be able to place them right next to kitchens, or like the kitchen stoves, because I was thinking like I could hopper it, and then maybe it could just start dumping like vegetables and plant matter to me, or even meat, if somehow I'd have a secondary wall that would keep it cold or chilled. But I don't know, couldn't do that. That would have been really cool if you could somehow do something like that. Even a conveyor belt item, and where like food and vegetables would just sort of feed into someone who's just doing non-stop cooking, although that would be some serious automation. But yeah, electric stoves are always good, especially when you got power. You know, wood fire ones, they're nice, but definitely go with the electric. We've had no shortage of power, so our power supplies have actually been very good. And it seems like beer has also been completed too, so nice. People are actually grabbing cold ones. Well, probably warm ones due to the summertime. But yeah, everything's taken care of, everything's looking good. Definitely want to go ahead and build up another area right there, and I was just going to do that purely for having my hop fields, or just growing hops, so that way then we could make more beer. I would love it if it was in a more a better environment to be able to sustain itself, or being able to grow or whatever, but that's okay. I've also been really thinking the idea of hydroponics, especially in areas like desert areas, because that would be actually very helpful. Having in the desert areas, just simply putting down flooring if I had enough stone, and doing that. Oh, they left us a gift, some plasteel. Nice. But just having an area, just like the sandy areas, you know, putting stone down, putting flooring down, and then just having it all be another hydroponic area in those little bubble hydroponics, like the efficient hydroponic areas, would be very helpful. Although that just gives a whole new area for Randy to just sort of, you know, do his business, try and go after us. But yes, trying to also mine out all these stone areas around the edge areas, or these outer edge areas, make things look a little bit nicer. Even start sort of trimming off the sort of snaggle areas of these rock formations, make things also look nice. Other rooms such as that, try and deconstruct them, try and open everything else up around here. And then also just try and take care of all the vicious animals, because, you know, them's good eatins. Still bloody, still dirty all over this place. I really need myself a cleaner. I really do. There you go. Traveling expedition, always good. Just a bunch of people just doing nothing but just eating chocolate on a journey over there, probably becoming diabetic. But that's okay. That's fine. Either way, though, the prisoner room is empty and we need to replenish it. That's what I say. And now we just gotta sort of set everything else up. Yeah, look at him go. Yeah, gotta definitely clean this place, make it look nicer. I was super surprised actually to see how badly just a tiny little dirty area can affect your mood in there. Like other areas, it's like +1, +1, +1, and then just like there's sand right here, -17. But yeah, all this sandy areas, I keep contemplating on what to build on it, but I don't know. Maybe if I can make an area for hydroponics and just start getting all that stuff going. This area right here, though, I am thinking about actually doing hydroponics in. So put down another water mill, see if it could be self-sufficient or self-sustaining over there. If not, though, I'll be putting in secondary areas. Either have battery packs going, a smaller area that's going to have solar panels and maybe one windmill. Could be very helpful over there, along with the water mill. And that area will just have those sort of bubble crop zones. That's what I was hoping for. And then just trying to keep it locked up and self-sustained. Maybe actually put a couple more turrets or sandbags over in that area later on in the future. That would be actually pretty helpful. Or even maybe setting up pit traps. That would actually be pretty cool. But yes, we got to set up my new walkway over there so that way then they stop trying to ford the river and just hopefully they build these bridges soon. Set it up. I always love seeing that little stone formation around that water mill as well, and I'm just sort of checking to see if I can make wood walls on that, but sadly I can't at that time, but later on in the future I will. But yeah, I like that little rock formation over there, so I'm thinking about actually mining it off of that water mill and then just sort of building my own personal wall there, just extending it out. But yes, teammates are going strong, things are being moved around, always good, always great, really. Yeah, awesome. Look at him go. Zipping around. I'm double checking on people, seeing whether or not who's wearing like heavy items such as like the parkas. See who's worthy of it, and I decided to give Simon the turtle. So he'll just have that and just continue on. It's got some serious distance, that turtle does. So yeah, hopefully now that little submachine gun he's got, or that heavy submachine he's got, can definitely help him out a bit. Put him in a good spot. There you go. Sorting it up, trying to get more packaged survival meals going, although I see meat is dwindling. But look at that. Look at all this area over here. These rooms are almost fully completed, and then I can go ahead and start putting in rooms over there and start making sure that people no longer just live in barracks. Oh, random strikes. Something going, oh, and that did. Okay, I need people instantly taking care of it, so who can help out? You're gonna help out. First take care of that fire before it spreads. There you go. And the other people are taking care of it. Yeah, I set a couple of them to do firefighting priority 1, so we got that. Ooh, Simon's testing out the gun. There you go. Trying to take out an emu with the turtle. The turtle wins. Slow and steady, they say. They never said that to an SMG. But yeah, fuel sources, power sources, everything's going. Ooh, battery power's dwindling. That's kind of bad. It's starting and stopping. I don't know what happened here, but it was super funky. Like, the power supplies, everything's stable, everything's hooked up. But evidently when looking at this water mill, it wasn't generating any power at all. I have no idea. It might have been just because of how I was playing the game. Like the speed itself was just the speed of the game going at like the second fastest marker was causing the problem, and it couldn't catch up with it. Who knows? All I know is when I get even more people, I'm definitely going to be dropping down to the single speed, the normal speed. And it might make things even longer than what they are, but hopefully though we can still make some good progress. Watermill, it's got some power, but it should have been in a heavy river, or a fast moving river, not shallow. I was contemplating on actually destroying it, but you know what? I came here courtesy of the river. I ain't going away just because things are a little bit shallow, so I'll keep it. It looks nice. Yeah, just trying to set all that stuff up. But that's okay. Everything else moving around, everything else is looking good. Yeah, things are nice. It's always nice when you got things that are going normal or things are going your way. All other things are moving around, which is awesome. There you go. Once again, power is just sort of dwindling. Nah, yeah, I definitely need to start getting wind power going, so there you go. Set them up. Try and get them going as well. There you go. Try and determine where I need to put it. There you go. Not bad. Not bad at all. A couple wind power generators. A couple solar panels. We got water as well. A little weak, but that's okay. And then also on top of that too, we got a couple fuel burning ones as well. If we have them set up. You always gotta diversify your fuel sources. Never rely on one. And it's always good to go for self-sustaining fuel sources. You know, just no different than like solar or wind. Although a lot of people don't want to do coal or wood or something because of the impact it has on the environment. But I honestly think though we could still kind of use items like that if in fact we do a good job of cleaning and scrubbing the air. I don't think we do. It would be nice if we did. There you go. People have fully healed. That's great. No major problems. Other people, man, they've got other things such as their ring fingers or whatever destroyed, left arm, left eye. They're damaged courtesy of animals and rodents, which sucks. But hey, when you're hungry and you need food badly, you know, doesn't matter. You go after a rat with a club. Hope for the best, expect the worst. Yeah, more trees being planted. We're getting closer towards that outpost. My incessant need for wood has diminished. Take that any way you want. But with that, oh yeah, we're kind of like moving away from needing wood for wood structures or wood floors or all that stuff. And just whatever wood I make, I'm just gonna put into those wood fuel generators, and then also allow Charles to actually start making more art. He's just gonna do nothing but create wooden artwork, and we're just gonna start with smalls, but later on he'll go with like the medium and the grand or whatever. But yeah, he'll just do nothing but just make wooden artwork, so that way then we can sell it, because wood is a renewable source, and evidently everyone likes artwork, so why not? Set everything up over there, looking good. Looking great, actually. Uh-oh, problems. Oh, we've made it. Okay, so now we have our two people, Slug the Defector, and this is the whole camp or campground. They have a knife, and then we also have Wicked, who's a crime lord, who has a wooden mace. And yeah, Wicked over here, you know, he's got a few negative traits. He loves to shoot. He's a good crafter, or he loves crafting, and he also loves socializing. Won't do any cleaning. He's not very caring. He's got some problems with him. So, yeah. I still see potential in him. I really do. A name like Wicked. But yeah, we also got Slug over here. A person who's okay. He's a really good shot, but he loves melee work more. Crafting, he's good. Something else, construction, or something else. Cooking, I think. But we also got traits over here for him. His traits are kind of meh. You know, he's a body purist, so he will not touch any of those filthy upgrades. He thinks the body's limited for a good reason. He's also got himself a few other horrible traits. He's staggeringly ugly, even though he's a purist, which is kind of odd. And then, of course, he's a pessimist. But granted, of course, throughout all that stuff, if you look at how old he is, you can see why he's pessimistic. Most old people are, you know, no offense. Granted, of course, it's probably because he's just crotchety and problems are terrible for him and he's stuck on this Rimworld and so, yeah. But it's okay. I mean, you know, if you look at all the other stuff, he's staggeringly ugly. All we gotta do is give him a face mask and we're good to go. People then won't have to, you know, suppress their vomit. But yeah, all his problems are okay-ish in my book. He's only incapable of art. So that's fine with me. I'm still looking at Slug, and I'm looking at him and just going, hey, he's then going to be walking around here with nothing but a broom and a mop. Definitely make things a lot cleaner for the rest of us. And I can see why he's pessimistic, though, right there, because look, he's got a bad back. His spine, it's deteriorating, I guess, courtesy of just old age. It sucks, doesn't it? So yeah, fully understand why he's pessimistic. So with that though, even though they have themselves a myriad of terrible problems, the guy at Jordan 101 was screaming at me not to take these people, but I was like, you know what, I can't hear you, so I'm still doing it anyways. So these two guys, throughout all their terrible problems, their health problems are still kind of meh, which is not good. We got one steel mini turret, which is kind of the problem child. So now we've got to take our guys over here, and we got to, you know, re-navigate everything over. So yeah, go through the dromedary, drop off the psychic shock lances, take our one soldier who can do medical, and we're gonna move them forward because they can do medical. Go ahead and set up medical for them so that way then they can go ahead and take care of it. Don't want to pick up anything yet, just gonna keep them right there. Non-medical personnel will stay behind to activate said turrets or said machines, while the medical individuals will go up forward. I also set them up so that way then they can stop the construction process, because all it takes is cutting one simple wire and that steel mini turret will not have anything going for it. So slow everything down, see if I'm in range of it, which is not, because that small corridor they can't see me, so that's good. Try and get closer, try and get their attention. Hello, look at me. Oh, one sees me. Okay, good. I think it was Wicked. So definitely activate on Wicked. Look to see if it happens. Boom, it does. Next up, we activate on Slug, who is trying to run away, but we're not doing that. We need more friends and followers. They're not going anywhere. So, yep, we're good on that. We can go ahead and just claim this whole area now because they're no longer a part of it. There's been a fire. The guy is on fire. Let's go ahead and look in this room. There you go. Alright. Go ahead and claim those rooms. That's going to be a prison room. I'll probably flub it up and call it a medical room. Although it needs to be a prisoner room. Yeah, it definitely needs to be a prisoner room. So I'm kind of messed up on this part right here. Yeah, they're also set up, and I'm kind of panicking at this point because it's like, oh no. Okay, no. No, you gotta take care of the power, because that steel mini turret is still going. So I'm scrambling to get someone else to go ahead and capture Slug, and trying to set up my person so that way then they don't get, you know, chocked full of bullets. There you go. Try and run around the other way. Yeah, he's slowly burning. That's probably the reason why he doesn't like me too much. A quick little flip of the switch. The thing doesn't have any problems. The caravan was, or the contract was secured, and now we got ourselves an excellent, you know, gun. Cowboy had a few other nice odds and amenities. Trying to extinguish people, trying to capture them. No prison cell has been taken care of, but I am evidently not registering that in just yet. So, yeah. Alright, now it's clicking. Make it a prison cell. Bingo. Capture him. Capture him. There you go. With the two captured, we can now go over there and have the one person that can actually do medical to go ahead and start tending to him. All I needed to do was cut that one wire up over there where the solar panel was, and it was an easy fix. The one thing I really hope for, though, with these solar panels is, now that I'm taking care and tending to these people, is I wish I could have been able to deconstruct it. Because if I was able to deconstruct those solar panels and take them with me, I would have loved it. But right now I'm just sort of setting up and taking care of these guys. So prioritize tending, make things really smooth, really easy for me. And then after that too, I will go ahead and try and lock up all the other food. After she's done eating, I want her to go ahead and investigate the other rooms, see what they got. Yeah, okay, just a bed and a light. That's okay. And oh, there's a warg here as well. Interesting. I would love to have a warg a part of the team here, but I'm not gonna do it. Just straight up not gonna do it. Wargs are vicious creatures. None of these people have good handling animal skills. Just sort of checking out everything here. I'm gonna let Stars sort of relax a bit. They're just gonna chill around here. And now we start the process of deconstruction, uninstalling, all that stuff, because we got plenty of things that are worth taking here. Like we're gonna deconstruct the solar panel for the excess component parts, which is good. Deconstruct or actually uninstall the mini turret, so that way then we could use it in case we need some defense at home, since I don't think I've actually researched that just yet. And then of course the most important thing actually is those light fixtures, because I want those light fixtures to be brought with me, because they require 40 steel to make, and I would rather, or like it's either 40 or it's 30, but I would rather not have to take time to actually do that, and I'd rather just take it with me because it's free. It allows me to not use up that much steel. So yeah, everyone else set up steel good beds. They got some pretty interesting properties to them. Marble ones, you could see like how well they do in actual like rest and relaxation and all that other stuff, so that's pretty cool. And I would like to start claiming and uninstalling all these light fixtures, because they are going to be good for my my community at Extas. So yeah. Once again, what is her name again? Mitsurugi or something like that? I would like her, who can do construction, to start taking care of the process. Start looking at a lot of the prisoners maybe as well. Oh, Mitsuya, that's her name. Excuse me. But yeah, I want to have them. One of the prisoners is already okay. Start setting up the process of all the stuff. Try and take all those light fixtures, and then after that we will be heading out of here. That's the great part. Try and take care of a few other things too. Try and pick up the food items. Take them with us, because hey, free food. And these guys were actually really well stocked and well provided. They had packaged survival meals. They had lavish meals as well. I mean, they had some high quality meals for people that are just starting with a tiny little field. It's a little odd. Either way though, we got 2 new people. Wicked and Slug. They'll be joining our cause here. And they will be able to start taking care of stuff because Slug, even though they got a bad back and they're pessimistic, they'll be able to take care of stuff. Ooh, yes, definitely get the bionic arm, get the shirt, get the cowboy hat, get the nice rifle, and now we just gotta sort of set up an area to haul it. I don't have time to just sort of like hand pick through items again, so I just quickly grabbed a zone in the area and just allowed all. I just allowed all, or just try to disallow the stuff that I really didn't need, such as like building materials or structures or food. Definitely, I wouldn't want there to be all the food items with me, but yes, a quick area or zone to put those items before they go bad or start going bad. That's the important thing. And then, of course, just tell everyone to just start hauling. Just keep on hauling. Always good. And then, of course, I gotta just try and find the people who actually can do hauling, or the people who are scheduled to do hauling. That's somewhat of a chore in of itself. There you go. People moving forward. Hey, look, they're building up that big room now, putting all the stone there. Now all they gotta do is start constructing. Alright. Everyone's there. Ooh, there's a cougar that's trying to go after the calf. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, and with that now, I gotta try and prioritize hunting. But of course, Simon is just trying to haul stuff. It's just like a perfect storm almost, so I decided the quick method would actually being Barrera. Let Barrera go over to it, let it get right behind it or right near it, and then just strike. And just hope for the best. Just hopefully Barrera didn't have too many terrible problems with them from it. Maybe they could actually take out a cougar. Only bruises and not that many dangerous moments with it, so that's good. I've been able to just start stabbing and slashing at it, so that's good. But yes. Get rid of that cougar. Hopefully just weaken it, and then I can actually start going after rehauling all that stuff. Granted, of course, Barrera, once again, he's badly wounded. Bruises, cuts, scrapes. Needs to go get some healing, and also, too, he is super slow, courtesy of missing a leg. No one moves that fast when they're missing a leg. Alright, back to the group over here. Everyone seems sort of up and about. Everything's been uninstalled or deconstructed. So now it is time to reform said caravan. Prisoners coming with me, Boomlope coming with me, all that stuff looks good. Grab all the good meals. Still can't believe they get really good meals. Grab the component parts. Contemplate some of the other items. Definitely taking all the lights with me, so that way then I won't have to spend money on that. And then, of course, start gathering what I feel is like important items. Grabbing all the lights, yes. Contemplating some of these beds, because if I could take them with us, although they'll weigh us down immensely, so we're barely going to be moving. But who knows, if I was able to bring those with me, it could just save me some stuff, but I don't know. I think it'd be highly doubted. But yes, I tried. I set up my my area. I noticed how many days it would take to get there, and later on I'll probably go ahead and regret that and remove the bed, so that way then we can move, because if not, we're gonna starve. Yeah, it sucks. But yes, everywhere else everything looked good. Choose the pathway, everything's good, except, and just move on. Gather the stuff, gather the troops. I don't think I set the prisoners to actually be able to be starting the recruitment process. But I don't know, that's okay. Very few people had social skills in that area anyway, so take care of that. So we'll move on afterwards. The rest of them are just going strong. Rest of the area is taken care of. Definitely grab those items before they go bad. I do not want them to go bad. There you go. All people accounted for, all items taken care of. Barrera going ahead and seeing himself into our bloody hospital that is damaged and wounded. I thought the cougar was going to be okay because it was badly wounded there and it wasn't going to try anything, but I was sadly mistaken. Because here comes the cougar again, in good shape to go after the frickin' calf. And everyone else is like sleeping or taking care of stuff, so I tried running over there real quick and just being able to fire at it. There you go. And then of course just beat it up. Just get rid of it. There you go. Yeah, I tried taking a couple pot shots, but here I'll just melee it down. Don't want to waste the bullets, although bullets are infinite in this game, which is great. But there, cougar's finally taken care of. It's got a couple more pieces of lead in it, but it'll still all process well. These guys are great cooks and great chefs. Those other small rooms are being taken care of. Our prisoner room is slowly being, taken care of as well. Things are definitely looking up. I am very proud of that prisoner barracks. The tables, the lights, horseshoe areas, there's a couple planters, even a dresser for them too, and of course it's got AC. That's good. That's very good. But yeah, things are looking up. Things are looking great. New recruits shall join us on our way here. They will start the process. And this is, of course, when I started thinking of the idea to actually start moving on this wall area. And it seems like these guys are starving because they're run out of food. Reason why it's saying that is because they have a limited amount of food to make it there because they're moving so slowly. So, yeah, even though it's such an odd thing to say, it's just because like the beds and other things are weighing us down and we got a ton of food on us, all the chocolate really. They ate all the meals already, but the chocolate will be self-sustaining them, but yeah, they're not going to make it in time, so we gotta just dump those beds. There we go, another deal has been struck. What is this one again? Oh, Resurrection Mech Serum. Okay, there's another enemy caravan around, so I have to go take them out. That's the thing that I gotta work on again. More people to continue on in our force here. That's always good. That's always great. As we continue on there. Yeah. All of the things looking pretty good on that. Yep, there it is, and it's right next to another tribal area, so it could be down and we can make our way to and from there and start trading some more. That's always good. That's always great. And with the Resurrection Mech Serum, I am heavily contemplating on taking that person that's in that sarcophagus, and I'm going to be bringing him back to life, and I'm definitely going to do that. But I would love it if I had a healer Mech Serum as well. So whatever problems I do have will not be a problem. Oh, someone's having some problems of their own. That's okay. We'll keep on going, keep on progressing, and I'm thinking about actually moving the cows and the cattle around, so I'm going to be setting up their own makeshift area here. So, got to move things around here. Not just really just sort of, eyeballing it normally, setting this up, but I'm going to really just have it to where there's like 2 beds back to back from each other, like this, yeah. So there needs to just be enough space, so that way then there would be allowed for 2 beds, and they'll just sit under there, and there'll be a roof over it, so they'll have a nice roofed-in area. And I'm thinking about doing a couple grow zones as well. 3 of those will be for those beds that they've already made, making sure they're all matching and plain leather ones, so we got that going. But yes, setting it all up, thinking about it, contemplating it, getting it all going, so hopefully they'll take care of that. and I am seeing that my time will soon be up for my Rimworld Power Hour here. I'm actually kind of surprised and proud of myself for actually doing commentary like this and actually still keeping it interesting even for myself. And I love going back and checking all this stuff and seeing how it came to be in the past. So I definitely am going to enjoy seeing this, but I'm going to say just, hey, thank you so much for watching this. Hopefully you like the videos. You can check it out on YouTube. It's also on Twitch, but thanks again.